Katt just went all the way, spilling the tea about the low-key rappers caught up in the Diddy trial drama. You know Katt's never one to hold back, and now he's dragging some names out the shadows, exposing who's been playing dirty behind the scenes while Diddy's facing those wild allegations. First things first, we all remember Katt Williams dropping hints years ago about secret beefs and behind-the-scenes chaos in the rap world, right?
Even like in the rap world, like all of the rappers that you know that never been to jail and never gotten any trouble with the law.
Fast forward to the Diddy trial, and his words are suddenly getting receipts. Names are coming up, including none other than Drake. And it's not just Drake's name floating around. We're talking about audio tapes where you can hear the man himself screaming. That takes us back to 2014 in Miami. December 8th, 2014, a VMA after party in Miami. Multiple outlets and eyewitnesses spilled the tea that Diddy and Drake got into it bad. Apparently, Diddy caught Drake slipping outside the club and straight up gave him a beatdown that landed Drake in the ER. Yup, no camera footage, but people close to the sitch confirmed it.
He's like, boy, you wouldn't just believe what happened. I'm like, what? Diddy just slapped Drake.
Why the fight? Well, it boiled down to this. The infamous beat from 0 to 100. Diddy thought the beat was his, but Drake used it and turned it into a massive hit. That move, it pissed Puffy off hardcore. 50 Cent even chimed in saying Diddy couldn't recognize a hit if it hit him in the face. And that's putting it lightly. You'd think a fight like that would just stay in the club, right? Nope. Fast forward to 2015, and Diddy's still publicly saying it's all love on The Breakfast Club. But behind the scenes, word is he had a bag put on Drake's head. Yes, a bag on his head, low-key threatening him. Scary stuff.
You know, we just bumped into each other and just kicked it. Just sat down and kicked it, 2 men.
Drake didn't just sit back though. He linked up with the game, who knows how to move in LA's streets. When people started talking about setting Drake up, the game stepped in like a true protector, telling Drake, I got you. But protection comes with a price. Drake had to drop 100 and shoot the video in Compton, where Game's influence was strong. Even during the shoot, things got tense. Drake saw unfamiliar faces and actually jumped in a van to dip out before calming down when Wack chased him down to explain it was all good. Drake wasn't taking chances. No way. Now, here's where it gets really juicy. In court, Cassie testified something wild. Prosecutors asked what made Diddy snap and get violent with her, and Cassie said it was because she was going to OVO Fest, Drake's festival. Apparently, Diddy found out and tried to attack her at her home, and Cassie still went to OVO Fest after that. Talk about a ride or die moment for Drake. Let's not sleep on the motive here. Cassie was rumored to be signed to Drake's OVO label around 2013. Whether official or just industry whispers, it was enough for Diddy to feel like Drake was creeping on his territory. Plus, Drake's lyrics started dropping hints about this whole mess. Bars about fake friends, no love, and even referencing Diddy's signature phrases like, no way out. Drake was basically telling this story through his music before anyone connected the dots. And Cassie? Looks like she confided in Drake about her troubles with Diddy way before the trial blew up. Katt said what everyone was scared to admit. These rappers have messy private lives with way more drama than their public personas show. The Diddy trial didn't just bring Diddy's legal issues to light. It exposed a whole web of secrets and beefs that have been brewing for years. Katt isn't just throwing shade for laughs. He is throwing out warnings about the secret lives and real conflicts behind the scenes. And the Diddy trial is the big spotlight that finally brought the receipts. If this is how it's going down with Diddy and Drake, just imagine what other hidden tea might be waiting to spill next. What do you think is coming next? And who else will be aired out at the Diddy trial? Let us know all about it.
Denzel Washington been moving different for a reason. It turns out this man saw some wild stuff go down at one of Diddy's infamous parties and dipped out so fast, you think he saw the devil himself walk in. And maybe he did. Back in 2003, Denzel and his wife Pauletta pulled up to one of Diddy's all-night bashes. Now, this wasn't no little backyard BBQ. We're talking about Diddy in his prime, throwing freak-offs at his mansions in Miami. And it was that kind of party. An insider spilled that everything started off cool, but the longer they stayed, the darker the vibe got. Near dawn, Denzel straight up snapped. According to the report, Denzel screamed, "You don't respect anyone." And just like that, him and Pauletta stormed out the mansion. No goodbyes, no fake Hollywood smiles, just disgust. That clip of Denzel leaving the party, yeah, it aged too well. showing him walking out tight-lipped, shaking his head in disbelief. Now, Denzel never said exactly what he saw, but if you've been following the freak-off tapes and lawsuits Diddy facing, you can kind of put two and two together. These weren't just wild parties. These were setups, rooms full of minors, blackmail, and sick power plays, and Denzel, he wasn't about to be part of it. Matter of fact, this ain't the only time he warned folks about these circles. Actor Brandon T. Jackson spilled some serious tea. He said Denzel told him something that stuck forever. Leave 30 minutes before the devil gets there. Okay?
Man, I leave 30 minutes for the devil get there. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, there you go.
That's what Denzel told me. Leave 30 minutes for the devil get there.
And let's talk about the aftermath. Not long, Denzel started leaning even heavier into his faith. Got baptized, started speaking at churches more. Some fans believe it wasn't just a spiritual choice, it was damage control. Because what he saw that night might have stained his soul. Others brought up the quote again, leave before the devil arrives. And now with everything that's come out about Diddy's parties, that line hits different. And let's not forget, Denzel and Diddy still showed up at some events together after that, but it was always public spaces. Awards shows, galas, nothing private. Some fans say it was just for optics. Denzel ain't one to hold grudges, but he sure knows how to keep his distance. Here's where things get even more eerie. After Denzel dipped from Diddy's scene, other A-listers started ghosting too. Jamie Foxx, Pharrell, even Usher went from bestie to barely there. Coincidence? Maybe. But when multiple celebs start distancing themselves after getting too close to one man's hospitality, you gotta wonder. And let's not pretend Denzel was just a random guest. He was invited for a reason. Diddy loved collecting powerful names in his house like trophies. The more influential, the better for leverage. But Denzel wasn't going. This wasn't just a party walkout, it was a line drawn in the sand. So what did Denzel really see? We might never know. But if the rumors of minors, blackmail, and trafficking are even halfway true, it explains that cold look on his face when he left. What's wild is this moment been known in industry circles for years and nobody talked. But now, with the heat on Diddy, folks are finally digging through old stories and realizing Denzel been tried to warn us. And maybe that's why he made that move to protect his peace. Baptism wasn't random, it was redemption. Because when you walk into hell and make it out alive, you don't just wipe your feet, you wash your whole soul. So next time y'all see Denzel dropping those cryptic lines about avoiding temptation and staying prayed up, know it ain't just Hollywood talk. He saw what most of us couldn't imagine.